deck. It's not exactly this deck, but he was one of the few players this month that was still running Mortar. As you can see, no Spirit Empress. Ends up going with Cannon Cart instead. He had Spirit Empress in place of Cannon Cart. Otherwise, this was the deck that he ran. Big shout out to our to Esports Royale Ian on Twitter. If you guys aren't following it, just gives a lot of great background information on the players and how they got here this month. Here we go, big pressure in both lanes. We'll see how Ryley wants to deal with it. Evo Mortar up high to stop the piggies, and then some arrows to do some damage with the Cannon Cart.
Penier's doing its best versus these piggies, but they are going to lock in the tower eventually. And the Flying Machine is going to pick up the Spear Gobs. And Sweep just taking a deep breath and just going for another recruits in the back. And that is the strength of this deck, really. It's just make a push, dual lane pressure. And as they are finishing up their defense, you just go for another round of recruits in the back. It's actually one of the worst feelings in the world just to see another round of recruits being placed and another attack being set up. Will this Golden Eye deal the dash? I don't believe so. Another solid defense from Ryley. He might actually be able to counter push this time as well.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how Ryley wants to break through. There's the dash from Sweep. And what I was just saying is it's going to be interesting to see how Ryley wants to break through here. It's really tough to break through with the dual lane pressure with the recruits. And then when you talk about the Mortar being used on defense primarily, then you're thinking about creating offense from just the Barrel and the Skeleton King Skellies. So we'll see if this is a good moment for him. But Barrel plus arrows is a great way to deal with this. Wow.
And this Evo Skeleton Barrel death damage, I mean, just the death damage alone is so much here. 55 seconds of triple extra overtime left. Let's see. I think that Sweep needs to keep with the pressure. I think just defense is not going to work well for him. There it is. Recruits have to break.
I was just going to say, it's been too long since we've seen another set of recruits. And here we go. Recruits down, piggies behind, Flying Machine in the back, and Ryley may be wishing that he had the Spirit Empress instead of the Cannon Cart, just so he would have had a way to get on top of that Flying Machine that's on top of the tower. That is huge. Should get one more shot. There it is.
Another Flying Machine on the board. Sweep recognizing the value of the Flying Machine in this matchup. Just basically playing it every single time he has in cycle. Big push from Ryley though. Evo Mortar on the right with the Iceman Skeleton on the left. Will the Golden Eye get the dash down? There it is. And the Flying King continues to pop off and get so much value. And the defense is pretty secure here. I think that this is over. Sweep is getting a little bit... he's the arrow of the King Tower. He's BMing. He's BMing, and Ryley just with a clean, good game, but it's 1-1 in the best of 3.
One of our favorite things about Sweep, right? The dude's got some swag. He loves the game. He loves to have a good time while playing the game, and he's got himself a great matchup there in game number 2 as we're going to go on to game number 3. Maybe